Okay, let's go ahead and do some practice relating to the Dorian and Mixolydian modes. We're going to use our metronome here, which I've got at 60, and we'll do a variety of different mode practicing, going around the key circle and down in whole steps and some random ones. We'll go ahead and start with Dorian, and we'll work on some fingerings as well. So start with Dorian. Okay, remember the Dorian mode is a major scale with a lowered third and seventh. Let's go ahead and play that C Dorian mode. Same fingering as the C major scale. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. C, D, B flat, F, G, A, B flat, C. Good. All right. Now, let's go to the F Dorian mode. F Dorian mode, same thing as the F major scale. We're going to lower the third and the seventh. Same fingering as the F major scale. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. F, G, A flat, B flat, C, D, B flat, F. Good. All right, let's go to B flat now. It looks as if B flat is going to have the same fingering as the B flat major scale. Okay, remember, 3 flats now. B flat, D flat, E flat, and that's it. Oh, I guess there's 4 flats. B flat, D flat, A flat, B flat, D flat, E flat, and A flat. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. B flat, C, D flat, E flat, F, G, A flat, B flat. Good. All right, let's go now to the E flat Dorian mode. Now we're starting to get more and more flats, so remember the idea is 2, 3, and 4 go here, and 2 and 3 go here. E flat major scale, lower the third and the seventh, so we're going to include a G flat and a D flat. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. B, 1, 2, ready, play. E flat, F, G flat, A flat, B flat, C, D flat, E flat. Okay, A flat Dorian. Same idea. 2, 3, and 4 go here. 2 and 3 go here. A flat major had 4 flats, so now we're adding 2 more flats. Those 2 flats are going to be G flat and C flat. So all flats now. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. A flat, B flat, C flat, D flat, E flat, F, G flat, A flat. You can see that I'm just keeping 2, 3, and 4 here, and 2 and 3 here. So I'm starting on my third finger. One more time with A flat Dorian. 1, 2, ready, play. A flat, B flat, C flat, D flat, E flat, F, G flat, A flat. Okay, C sharp Dorian. Same idea. 2 and 3, 2, 3, and 4 over here. C sharp Dorian. C sharp would have 7 sharps, so we're going to take away 2 of those sharps. Here we go. These 2 notes are going to get dropped. You can also think of it as D flat Dorian. F and C are going to get lowered to F flat and C flat. 2, 3 here, 2, 3, and 4 here. 1, 2, ready, play. D flat, E flat, F flat, G flat, A flat, B flat, C flat, D flat. My thumbs were going here on the 2 white pitches. Let's go now to F sharp. F sharp Dorian. F sharp major scale with a lowered third and seventh, so that A sharp and E sharp are going to become A natural and E natural. Okay. Okay, now, fingering on this one. Once again, you're trying to keep your thumb off black notes, so that pretty much means that my thumbs are going to go here on A and E. So I'm going to start 2, 3, thumb, go up to the 4, thumb again. All right, so my thumb is going to go here on A natural and E natural. Start on 2. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, D sharp, E, F sharp. Good job. All right, B Dorian mode. Okay, now we're getting fewer and fewer sharps, so we can go back to finding scales, fingerings that pretty closely resemble their parallel major. So I can use the same fingering for B Dorian as I used for B major. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go, B major scale with a lowered third and seventh, so that D sharp and A sharp are going to become D natural and A natural. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. D, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B. Same fingering for E Dorian. The E major scale would have had 4 sharps. My G sharp and D sharp become lowered to G natural and D natural. So I use that same 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 fingering. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, D, E. Same thing for A Dorian. All right. A major scale with a lowered 3rd and 7th, or it's the G major scale starting on A. Either way you look at it, the C sharp and G sharp from A major are going to get lowered to C and G. So I'm going to use 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, A. Okay. The next one is D Dorian. That's an easy one because it's all white notes, the C major scale starting and ending on D. I'm going to use the same fingering I used for D major. 1, 2, ready, play. And our last one, which is G Dorian, same fingering as G major, lower the 3rd and 7th, which would be B and F sharp, to a B flat and F, and we'll see what happens. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. B flat, C, D, E, F, G. Good. Now let's try going straight through all our Dorians with a minimal break in between. Okay? Here we go. C Dorian. 1, 2, ready, play. F Dorian. Ready, play. B flat Dorian. Ready, play. E flat Dorian. Ready, play. A flat Dorian. Remember now, 2, 3, and 4 here, 2 and 3 here. A flat Dorian. 3, 4, ready, play. C sharp Dorian. Ready, play. F sharp Dorian. Ready, play. Good. All right, B Dorian. Now we're on to the scales that share their same fingering with the parallel major scale. 1, 2, ready, play. E Dorian. Ready, play. A Dorian. Ready, play. D Dorian. Ready, play. G Dorian. Ready, play. All right, good job. Now, let's go to Mixolydians. Mixolydian, remember, is just a major scale with a lowered 7th. It's probably the easiest way to think about it. This is the scale we would use on dominant 7th chords. Okay, so let's try a few of those. We'll go around the key circle. Here we go. C dominant, or C Mixolydian mode. Same fingering as the C major scale. 2, ready, play. Okay, F Mixolydian. Lower the E, same fingering as the F major scale. Ready, play. Okay, B flat Mixolydian. Same scale fingering as the B flat major scale. Now we're starting into these ones where 2 and 3 are going here and 2, 3, and 4 are going here. Lower the A to become an A flat. Here we go. 3, 4. All right. E flat, the E flat Mixolydian mode. Same fingering as the E flat major scale. Take the D and lower it to a D flat. 3, 4. A flat Mixolydian mode. Okay, start on 3, 4 and lower that G by a half step to make it G flat. Here we go. 3, go. E flat, C, D flat, E flat, F, G flat, A flat. Good. D flat Mixolydian. All right. Same fingering as the D flat major scale. Lower the C to a C flat. Here we go. 3, 4. All right. F sharp Mixolydian. Same fingering as the F sharp major scale. Lower the E sharp to become an E natural. Here we go. 3, 4. Good. All right. The B Mixolydian mode. B Mixolydian. All right. Here we go. Same fingering as the B major scale. Lower the 7th from A sharp to A natural. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. All right. E Mixolydian. Lower the 7th. D sharp becomes D. Same fingering as the E major scale. 3, 4. A Mixolydian. Same fingering as A major. Lower the G sharp down to G natural. 3, 4. D Mixolydian. Same scale fingering as D major. Lower the C sharp to C natural. Ready, play. G Mixolydian, the only Mixolydian mode that's all white pitches, same fingering as the G major scale. 3, 4. Okay, let's go all through the modes, keeping a steady time, and quickly to the next mode. Ready? C Mixolydian. 3, 4. F Mixolydian. 3, 4. B flat Mixolydian. 3, 4. E flat Mixolydian. 3, 4. A flat Mixolydian. 3, 4. D flat Mixolydian. 3, 4. F sharp Mixolydian. 3, 4. B Mixolydian. 3, 4. E Mixolydian. 3, 4. A Mixolydian. 3, 4. D Mixolydian. 3, 4. G Mixolydian. 3, 4. Alright, now let's do some random drills. I'll just call out different Mixolydian and Dorian modes, and we'll get them as quickly as we can. Here we go. We'll start with D Mixolydian. Ready? Ready, play. B flat Dorian. Ready, play. F sharp Mixolydian. Ready, play. E flat Dorian. Ready, play. B Mixolydian. Ready, play. A flat Dorian. Ready, play. F Mixolydian. Ready, play. D Mixolydian. Ready, play. Okay, so that's a good random drill for Dorian and Mixolydian modes. So you can keep practicing on these. 60 is a good metronome marking, but keep working that up towards 80 and even towards 120. I think it's a lot of fun to really try to play fluently through these scales, and also try to get to where you're playing a chord in your left hand and playing the scale in your right hand, and then trying to make up little melodies. And also you'll start to look at tunes and see where you would be using or applying these Dorian and Mixolydian modes. In a future lecture, discussion, video presentation, we'll get onto some of the other modes. But for right now, let's try to just get our comfort level as high as we can on Dorian and Mixolydian, and I'll see you at the next lecture.